Hi and hello, Rays fans, and welcome to this presentation of Rays Baseball, the first game of the opening road trip, a three-game set with the Texas Rangers upcoming. The first game tonight in the Globe Life Field. First year this stadium is being used by the Texas Rangers, new stadium in Major League Baseball. The starting pitcher that the Rays will be facing in this one is the lefty Mike Minor. No decision in his only start of the season against the Seattle Mariners. 6 innings pitched, 7 hits, 3 earned runs, and 4 strikeouts in that game for him. He has a 4.5 ERA on the season. The Tampa Bay Rays lineup he'll be facing, leading off in left field, Austin Meadows. Batting second, the second baseman, Brandon Lau. Batting third, designated hitter Jose Martinez. Batting cleanup, the left fielder Hunter Renfroe. Batting fifth, the first baseman Ji-Man Choi. The first pitch from Minor swung on and fouled away by Meadows. Batting sixth at third base, Yandy Diaz. Batting seventh at shortstop, Willy Adames. Batting eighth in center field, Kevin Kiermaier. And behind the dish at catcher, batting ninth, Chris Herman. 0-1 now, the count to Meadows. The pitch from Minor swung on and popped up, chased by the left fielder, who will make the catch. That is Joey Gallo there to record the out. One gone for the Rays in the first. Brandon Lau will bat next. Lau off to a hot start, only batting 182, but a trio of home runs that has energized this Rays team. The Rays are only 1-5 after winning opening day. Going a 5-game losing streak. They're now 3.5 games back of first place in the American League East. The Boston Red Sox leading in that department. The Rays are a handful of games back of first place. Texas Rangers 3-4 so far in this season. They're 2.5 games back first place in the AL West. The Los Angeles Angels hold that regard. 1-1 now, the count even to Brandon Lau. One gone, bases empty in the top of the first. Rays looking to snap a 5-game losing streak. The pitch from Minor on its way. Swung on and missed, strike two. 1-2 is now the count to the second baseman Brandon Lau. A little bit of a different lineup for the Rays today. Yandy Diaz is back at third base. Jose Martinez in the lineup once again. Top of the lineup stays just about the same with Meadows and Lau. 50 degrees on this April night here in Texas. Globe Life Field right across the street from the old Globe Life Park and AT&T Stadium where the Dallas Cowboys play their games. That pitch is driven right to the third baseman, and the throw to first is good to record out number 2. Todd Frazier there to record the out on Brandon Lau, the former New York Metropolitan. And now with 2 gone and the bases empty, the designated hitter, Jose Martinez, will come to the plate. Martinez is batting with a 125 average. Got his first start of the season yesterday in the getaway game against the Yankees. Yankees completed a 3-game sweep of the Rays in that one, as the Yankees now have their sights on first place in the American League East. Rays 5 games back now. That pitch high and inside, ball 2. Clyde Washington is your home plate umpire today, calling the balls and strikes. First road game of the year for the Rays. Rays in their gray tops, gray pants. Traditional TB navy blue hats. Texas Rangers in all white. The 2-1 to Martinez. Swung on and chopped right into the gap. Picked up by the pitcher Minor. Throw to first is good to retire the side. 1-2-3 for the Rays in the top of the first. Blake Snell on the bump next. On the mound for the Rays, the number 2 starter, the left-handed pitcher Blake Snell. Blake Snell, no decisions yet for him this season. On the second game of the season against the Pittsburgh Pirates, he pitched 6 innings, 5 hits allowed, and an earned run. So only 1.5 ERA for him on the season. Looking for his first win of the year. And the Texas Rangers lineup he'll be facing, leading off here, the shortstop Elvis Andrus. First pitch to Andrus is low for a ball. Batting second, the first baseman, a familiar face, Matt Duffy. Batting third, the designated hitter, Willie Calhoun. Batting fourth, the left fielder, Joey Gallo. Batting fifth, the center fielder Danny Santana. Batting sixth, the third baseman Todd Frazier. Batting seventh, the second baseman Rougned Odor. As that pitch is driven into a gap, it looks like it will be two, chased by Kiermaier, and it will be a stand-up leadoff double for the shortstop Andrus. And rounding out the lineup, batting eighth, the right fielder Hunter Cole, and behind the plate, the catcher batting ninth, Jose Trevino. Snell allows a leadoff double here. The first baseman Duffy will bat next. First pitch fouled away by Duffy, the familiar face. Spent quite some time in the Tampa Bay Rays organization, mainly playing third base. A little strange to see him playing first base here. Not something he did very often with the Rays. Matt Duffy picked up a postseason hit last year with the Rays in the American League Division Series. Rays chose not to re-sign Duffy, as they have quite a bit of competition in the infield at third base. A few guys that can play there. The 0-2 to Duffy now. Low, ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count now to Matt Duffy. The 1-2 on its way. Just high. Ball two. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count is even now. Rangers get a man in scoring position early with the leadoff double by Andrus. The 2-2 swung on and just foul. They'll do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Remains the count to the former Ray Duffy. The 2-2 pitch on its way. Swung on, fouled away. Count will remain 2 balls, 2 strikes. To the right-handed Duffy. Of course, Texas Rangers going heavy with their right-handed hitters, as are the Rays. Couple of left-handed pitchers on the mound, and that's a strikeout for Matt Duffy to retire him. First strikeout of the day for Blake Snell. And Willie Calhoun, the designated hitter, will bat next with a man on and 1 out. First pitch to him is in there for a strike. Strike 1 to Willie Calhoun. Ten pitches for Blake Snell so far in this first inning. Gave up a leadoff double to the shortstop Andrus. The 0-1 is just high for a ball. Count even now at a ball and a strike. Texas Rangers looking to hop out to an early lead. The 1-1. In there for a strike. Strike number 2. A ball and 2 strikes, the count to the designated hitter Calhoun now. Calhoun batting .219 to this point on the season. The 1-2 to him. And they're going to ring him up. It'll be the second strikeout of the day for Blake Snell. And Calhoun will head to the dugout. 2 gone in the first. And now with 1 on and 2 outs, the cleanup hitter, left fielder Joey Gallo, will bat next. Gallo is batting .214 on the season. Takes that pitch outside, ball 1. Gallo, one of the better players in this Rangers lineup. The 1-0 to him, swung on and missed. That fastball in there at 95 miles an hour. Gallo not able to get a piece of that heater. Was just about down the heart of the plate. Count even out at a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Outside, ball 2. 2-1 is the count. Snell working quickly against the fellow lefty Joey Gallo. The 2-1 pitch on its way. Swung on and popped up. Chased by the center fielder Kiermaier, and he will get there in time to retire the side. Rays allow a leadoff double, but will not allow him to come around to score. 0-0 through 1. After a 1-2-3 inning in the first, the cleanup hitter left fielder Hunter Renfroe will get things started for the Rays in the second inning. Renfroe is leading the Rays in batting average at .286. One of the only Rays hitters above the Mendoza line. First pitch to him is swung on, picked up by the shortstop, and thrown to Duffy to complete out number 1. It was Elvis Andrus there to retire Renfroe. 1 gone now in the top of the second. The first baseman Ji-Man Choi will bat next. Choi batting 190 on the season. First pitch to Choi on its way. Just inside, ball number 1. 13 pitches for Minor so far. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. Choi looks like he was expecting a fastball. Swung a little early there. The 1-1. Barely in the zone for a strike. Strike 2 to him. 1-2 is the count now to Choi. The pitch on its way. And Choi grounds that one to the third baseman Frazier. He will easily flip it over to Duffy to record out number 2. And the third baseman Yandy Diaz will bat next. Diaz still looking for his first hit of the season, is 0-12 in his at-bats. That first pitch in there for strike. 0-1 the count now to Diaz. The 0-1 for Minor is high for a ball. A ball and a strike, the count to Diaz. Diaz having a rough start to the season thus far. Kevin Cash has him towards the bottom of the lineup. Has had a few days off between the off day and a couple games that he was on the bench against the Yankees. Daniel Robertson and Joey Wendell taking place for him at third base, and the second baseman has it. Throw to first is good to retire the side. Another 1-2-3 inning as the Rays are hitless through 2. And to get things started for the Texas Rangers in this second inning, the center fielder Danny Santana will bat first. Santana batting 192 on the season, 300 on base percentage for him. 17 pitches in the first inning for Snell. The first to Santana, way inside, ball number 1. Snell not throwing too many heaters. That pitch only 87 miles an hour. That pitch swung on and missed. Strike 1. Gave him the slider. The 1-1 pitch to Santana. Swung on, fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count now to Santana. Rangers with a leadoff double. Nothing since then. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. And the third strikeout for Blake Snell. Santana swinging and missing at that curveball. And with 1 out and the bases empty, the third baseman Todd Frazier will bat next. Frazier is on a 5-game hitting streak. 294 is the average for him this season. The first pitch to Frazier swung on and missed. Strike number 1. Blake Snell gave him the fastball there, low in the zone. Frazier not able to get a piece of it. Swing and a miss there. The 0-1 to Frazier is in there for a strike. Todd Frazier going down early in the count now. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch swung on, chopped away down the third base line. Count will remain no balls and 2 strikes to the third baseman Frazier. Spent some time with the New York Mets before heading over to the Rangers for this 2020 season. That pitch low for a ball. 1-2 the count to the third baseman Frazier. The pitch from Snell on its way. Swung on and missed. And that'll be the second strikeout of the inning for Blake Snell, his 4th of the day. And with 2 gone and the bases empty, the second baseman Rougned Odor will bat next. He's batting .261. on the season. That pitch in there for a strike. Another Texas Ranger on a hitting streak. 4 straight games for Odor. Snell looking to put that to an end. The 0-1 to Odor. Got a piece of it. Strike 2, and Snell is now 1 strike away from getting out of this second inning. The pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. Herman will throw to first to complete the strikeout. Snell with 5 strikeouts thus far. He strikes out the side there as we head to the top of the third. And getting things started for the Rays in the top of this third inning, the shortstop Willie Adames will bat first. Adames batting 136 on the season, a home run and a pair of RBIs. Mike Minor with only 20 pitches through 2 innings. No strikeouts, no hits, no walks for Minor. Rays looking for the first hit of the day. The first pitch to Willie. Looked like it'll be fouled away, strike 1. Game has been moving pretty quickly. We're already at the top of the third inning. Only 1 hit combined. It was a leadoff double for the Rangers. That pitch swung on and missed for strike number 2 to the shortstop Adames. Adames has played such a great glove there defensively in shortstop. The only shortstop that has played for the Rays. Guys like Joey Wendell could play short, but it has been all Adames at that spot. And that'll be a swing and a miss. Adames will strike out in his first at-bat. And there's 1 gone in the third. The center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier, will bat next. Back in the lineup today, he's batting 133 on the season. Manny Margot getting the start in center in the Rays' last game, the getaway against the Yankees. Would have understood if Kevin Cachet with Margot, the right-handed bat, but wanting to have that defensive Kevin Kiermaier back in center as there was some defensive miscues in the outfield in the last game. The 0-1 to Kiermaier swung on and missed, strike 2. Another Rays hitter down in the count early here in this third inning. 1 strikeout to this point for Minor. It was against Willie Adames. The 0-2 swung on and missed, and that will be Mike Minor's second strikeout of the day. Came against Kevin Kiermaier. And to round out the lineup, the catcher, Chris Herman, will bat next with the bases empty and 2 gone. Herman batting a clean 200 on the season. The first pitch to the lefty Herman is outside for a ball. The Rays with 2 left-handed bats at the catcher position. Mike Zunino, a righty, of course, with a torn finger ligament he suffered in the second game of the series against the Yankees. He'll be missing a couple months. Herman called up to replace him. Rays also have the left-handed hitter, Michael Perez, that can play catcher. The 2-0 to Herman. Swung on, fouled away, strike 1. 2 balls and a strike, the count to the catcher Herman now. As the Rays, at the bottom of the lineup, looking for the first hit against Mike Minor of the game. He's off to a hot start. As that pitch is popped up, chased by the center fielder. And he will be there to make the catch to retire the side. No hits for the Rays through 3. The 8-9 one-hole hitters scheduled to come up for the Rangers in this third inning. The right fielder, Hunter Cole, will bat first. He's batting .235 on the season. Snell, 29 pitches through 2 innings. 1 hit allowed, it was a leadoff double, and 5 strikeouts, no walks. Snell struck out the side in the second inning. Would love to see the same thing here, the first pitch to Cole. And therefore a strike. That fastball in the bottom part of the plate. Clyde Washington calls it a strike. The 0-1 to Cole. Just outside, ball number 1, count even now. Add a ball and a strike. The 1-1 to Hunter Cole. Did not bite at that slider. It's going to go low in the dirt. For ball number 2. The 2-1 pitch from Snell is low once again. 3-1 now, the count to Cole. The catcher is scheduled to come up for the Rangers next. The 3-1 pitch. Swung on and chopped right to the pitcher Snell. He'll turn and throw to first in time to record out number 1. That one goes 1-3 for Hunter Cole, and he's the first man that will be retired in the 3rd inning, 1 gone. The catcher Jose Trevino will bat now, batting .250 on the season, a home run and a couple RBIs for him thus far. With 1 gone and the bases empty, the first pitch to Trevino, just high. Ball 1, 96 miles an hour, that fastball. Snell on the bump today, Glasnow tomorrow, as that pitch is swung on and missed for a strike. And likely Yanni Chirinos will start the finale. Rays head to Boston after that, and then another series at Cleveland before they return home. Rays get that second home game started with a series against the Houston Astros. Astros returning to Tropicana Field for the first time since the American League Division Series. Astros won that one in 5 games. The 2-2 to Trevino. Swung on and chopped, chased by the third baseman. Diaz can't get there. Rolls to the shortstop, Adames, and a beautiful throw to Choi to record out number 2. That one goes 6-3, and there's 2 gone in the 3rd. Back to the top of the lineup, the Rangers go, and Elvis Andrus will bat now. Andrus is 1 for 1, led off the game with a double against Snell. Snell retired the next 3 batters he faced to retire that threat. We are tied at 0. At the bottom of the 3rd, that first pitch taken for a strike. As you get a good look at Globe Life Field, just opening just a couple of weeks ago for the Rangers. Rangers still in the middle of their first homestand of the year, the last series here before they head on the road. That pitch high for a ball. Count even out, a ball and a strike. 2 gone. The leadoff man on up to the plate. Swung on and missed there. Ball, 2 strikes to count, and Snell 1 strike away from getting out of this inning clean. The pitch to Andrus on its way. Fouled away. Count will remain a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Blake Snell picks up his 6th strikeout of the game. Gets out of that inning clean to keep the Rangers scoreless through 3 innings. And the Rays return to the top of their lineup as they have gone 1-2-3 in the first 3 innings. The right fielder Austin Meadows will bat now. Meadows flew out to left in his first at-bat. Batting average now lies at 174. Has led off for the Rays in every game so far. The Rays are 1-5. 5-game losing streak following an opening day win against the Pirates. That first pitch is in there for a strike. Pretty decent crowd here for the Rangers. 3 decks along most of the park. And all 3 decks are mostly filled. The Rangers 1 game below 500 here, as they are competitive in the American League West to this point in 2nd place. The 1-1 to Meadows. Swung on, fouled away, strike 2. A ball and 2 strikes, the count to the leadoff man Meadows. Rays looking for their first hit of the game against Minor, the 1-2. Low for a ball. Count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Minor, no hits allowed, 2 strikeouts, no walks allowed either. As Austin Meadows swings and misses there, it'll be Minor's 3rd strikeout of the game. No Rays player has reached base through 3 1/3 against Minor. He's off to a hot start. 2nd straight day, a pitcher having their way with the Rays. Garrett Cole going 7 scoreless innings against the Rays in the last game for Tampa Bay. There's 1 gone now, bases empty for the second baseman Lau. Lau grounded to 3rd in his first at-bat. That first pitch taken for a ball. 1-0 the count to Lau. The pitch on its way from Minor. Swung on. Grounded just to the right of the right field line. Foul ball. A ball and a strike. The count to Lau now. The 1-1 pitch on its way. Swung on, missed. Maybe got a piece of it. Dropped by the catcher. And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Brandon Lau. Rough start for the Rays hitters. Of course, Blake Snell has been pretty good himself to keep the Rays in it. The 1-2 to Lau. Swung on. Picked up by the first baseman, Matt Duffy. He runs to the bag to retire Lau. A nice play there defensively at first base for Matt Duffy. And there's 2 gone in the 4th. The designated hitter, Jose Martinez, will bat now. Martinez grounded to the pitcher in his first at-bat. Once again, batting with 2 gone and the base is empty. 39 pitches for Minor, as he is almost done with 4 innings. First pitch to Martinez, just outside for a ball. 85 miles an hour on that pitch by Minor. His 40th of the day, the 1-0 to Martinez. Inside, ball number 2. 2 balls, no strikes. The count to Martinez now, as he looks to be the first Rays player to reach base in this one. The 2-0 to Martinez. Swung on, grounded right to the third baseman, Todd Frazier, who will throw to first easily to retire the side. 1-2-3 inning once again, and the Rays hitless through 4. Getting things started for the Rangers at the bottom of the 4th. The first baseman, Matt Duffy, will bat now. Duffy is 0 for 1, struck out in his first at-bat against Blake Snell. Snell with 6 strikeouts on the day, only 1 hit allowed. That first pitch in there for a strike. Snell going to his fastball there has given the Rangers hitters some difficulty. If you remember, a couple of seasons ago in 2018, part of Blake Snell's Cy Young campaign, picked up his 20th win of the season in Arlington. That game was at Globe Life Park. Rangers have now moved from there across the street to Globe Life Field. That pitch in there for strike number 2. First season that the Rangers are using Globe Life Field. The 1-2 pitch to Duffy. Swung on, driven right to the first baseman, Choi, who will run to tag the bag, and there's 1 gone in the 4th. And with one gone, no man on, the designated hitter, Willie Calhoun, will bat now. Calhoun 0 for 1 with a strikeout against Snell. A lefty-on-lefty matchup favoring the pitcher here. The first pitch to Calhoun in there for a strike. 0-1 the count now. Blake Snell with 6 strikeouts. Only has allowed 1 Ranger to reach base. Was a leadoff double. And that pitch swung on and missed. Very early on the swing there for Calhoun. And he finds himself down 0-2 in the count. The pitch swung on and missed. Blake Snell picks up his 7th strikeout of the game. And there's 2 gone. A very hot start for Blake Snell. Already with 7 strikeouts. Has essentially shut down this Rangers lineup. Joey Gallo, the cleanup hitter, will bat next. He flew out to center field in his first at-bat. He's 0 for 1 against Snell. Another lefty matchup. First pitch to Gallo outside for a ball. 1-0 the count to the left fielder. Gallo, one of the key cogs for this Rangers lineup, has helped them to a 3-4 record thus far. The 1-0 swung on, fouled away. Gallo brought to his knees there on that pitch. Count even at a ball and a strike. The 1-1 to Gallo. Just outside, ball number 2. 2 gone with the bases empty. 54 pitches for Blake Snell. We'll love to get a good 6 or 7 innings out of them, as the bullpen has been a little shaky for Tampa Bay. That pitch low, ball 3. 3 balls and a strike to count to Gallo. Taking some pitches against Snell here. The 3-1 on its way. In there for it's going to be just outside, actually, for a walk. Looked like it was well within the zone. The ball is going to be ruled just outside, and Snell issuing a 2-out walk. His first bases on balls issued this game, bringing it up the center fielder, Danny Santana. Santana 0 for 1 with a strikeout against Snell. He'll bat with 1 on and 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. The first pitch from Snell in their first strike. 0-1 the count to Santana. First walk of the day issued by either team. A 5-pitch walk, and that pitch is in there for strike 2, and Snell 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. That walk was only the second base runner allowed by Snell through 4. The 0-2 to Santana, just low. Ball 1. 1-2 the count to the center fielder, Danny Santana. Looking to avoid striking out against Snell again. The 1-2 on its way. Low again, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count even now. As Snell looks to get the Rays through 4, the 2-2. Just inside. Ball 3, count goes full now. Snell trying to avoid issuing a second straight walk. He's got a full count to Santana. The payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. Herman will throw to first to complete the strikeout. 8 for Snell. And he holds the Rangers scoreless through 4 innings. And for a Rays lineup that is hitless through 4 innings, the cleanup man Hunter Renfroe will get things started. Renfroe grounded to short in his first at-bat. He's 0 for 1 against Minor. Renfroe leading the Rays in batting average, has batted cleanup for the Rays in every game this season. First pitch to him from Minor is high and inside, ball number 1. Renfroe in his career against Minor, 1 for 7. With a couple of strikeouts. Minor has not allowed a base runner yet through 4. Only 43 pitches thus far, 3 stricken out. That pitch low, ball number 2. Garrett Cole had a bit of his own no-hit bid yesterday. He hurled 7 scoreless against the Rays. That entire Yankees team shut out the Rays as they lost 1-0 in that getaway game. 3-0 is the count now to Renfroe. Mike Minor in jeopardy of allowing his first base runner here. The 3-0 to Renfroe is on its way. And it's low. And the Rays in the 5th inning get their first base runner of the day by Minor. It is a 4-pitch leadoff walk issued to Hunter Renfroe. And that'll give the Rays a base runner with no men out. G-Man Choi, the first baseman, will bat next. Choi grounded to Todd Frazier, the third baseman, in his first at-bat. He is 0 for 1. First potential threat of the day for the Rays. The first pitch to Choi. Swung on and missed, strike 1. That ends a perfect game bid for Mike Minor. As we're in the top of the 5th, the no-hit bid still alive as the Rays are hitless. The 0-1 to Choi is popped up, chased by the left fielder, Gallo. And he will get in there in time to retire Choi. There's now 1 gone in the 5th. Speaking of hitless, the third baseman, Yandy Diaz, will bat next. Diaz grounded to second in his last at-bat. Diaz 0 for 13 on the season, still looking for his first hit of the year. He will face Mike Minor now. Minor has allowed no hits through 4 1/3. That first pitch, high and inside, ball number 1. The 1-0 pitch now to Diaz. Taken low, ball number 2. Diaz trying to get on base to get a man in scoring position for the Rays. No runs for either side to this point. Diaz swings at that 2-0 pitch. Will send it into foul territory for strike 1. 2 balls and a strike, the count to Diaz. He's facing the left-handed Minor here. The 2-1 on its way. And it's in there for a strike. Count even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. With 1 gone and 1 on. For Yandy Diaz. The 2-2 on its way from Mike Minor. And swung on and missed on a pitch well inside. Yandy Diaz is now 0 for 14 to start this season. There's now 2 gone in the 5th. The shortstop Willie Adames will come up next. He was a strikeout victim to Mike Minor in his first and only at-bat of the day. 4 strikeouts to this point for Mike Minor. Hunter Renfroe getting a leadoff walk to give the Rays the only base runner of the day. No hits yet for the Rays. Another rough going for the Rays offense here. The bats have been quiet for quite a few days. The 0-1 to Adames. Swung on and missed, strike 2. And after allowing his first base runner of the day, Mike Minor is now 1 strike away from getting out of the 5th inning scoreless. The 0-2. Low and outside, ball number 1, a ball and 2 strikes. Is the count to the shortstop Adames now. The 1-2 on its way. Well inside, count even now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Willie Adames taking a couple of good pitches there. He's got himself back in the count. The 2-2 for Minor. And they're going to ring him up there. Mike Minor picks up his 5th strikeout. Has the Rays hitless and scoreless through 5 innings. As we head to the bottom of the 5th. The first man to come to the plate in this 5th inning, the third baseman Todd Frazier will bat first. Frazier is 0 for 1 with a strikeout against Blake Snell. Blake Snell with this 62 pitches through 4 innings. Snell with only 1 hit allowed, 8 struck out, and a walk. Spinning a gem in his 2nd start of the season. That first pitch just high for a ball. Frazier 1 for 9 in his career against Snell with a couple of strikeouts. Blake Snell looking to keep it that way. The 1-0 to Frazier is just low. A couple of pitches that were borderline, both called balls by Clyde Washington, the home plate umpire. Giving Snell a little bit of a rough time here. The 2-0 is well inside for ball number 3. And Snell is down in the count now. 3 balls and no strikes. To the leadoff man, Frazier. The 3-0 pitch on its way is inside for a ball, and Snell has now issued a leadoff walk to third baseman Frazier, and the Rangers now have a base runner with no outs. The second baseman, Rougned Odor, will bat next. Odor is 0 for 1 with a strikeout against Snell. Rangers get the leading run on the base path. As Snell is looking to avoid giving up a run. The first pitch to Odor. Swung on, fouled away for a strike. No balls in a strike the count to Odor here. The lefty on lefty for Snell. 1 on, no out, bottom of the 5th. Both teams held scoreless. Another pitcher's duel here as that ball is in there for a strike. Similar slight to what we've seen in the last game a couple days ago, that getaway game against the New York Yankees, was a 1-0 loss to the Rays. Rays looking to snap a 5-game losing streak. The 0-2 to Odor. Fouled away. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. Rangers at the bottom part of their lineup. 7, 8, 9 hole hitters scheduled to come up next with no outs. 0-2 to Odor, just low, ball 1. 1-2 is the count to Odor now. 70 pitches to this point for Snell. The 1-2. Swung on and missed, and Blake Snell now has picked up his 9th strikeout of the day, and there's 1 gone in the 5th inning. Blake Snell now looking to reach double-digit strikeouts for the first time this season. With only 71 pitches, it's likely that he will reach that mark. He faces Hunter Cole now. Hunter Cole's 0 for 1 in this one, grounded to the pitcher in his last at-bat. 1 on, 1 out for the Rangers, bottom of the 5th inning. The 1-0 pitch on its way to Cole. And therefore a strike. Count even at a ball and a strike to the right fielder, Cole now. The 1-1 pitch. In there, strike 2. Taken on the inside part of the plate. Gets just enough of it for a strike. The 1-2 pitch, upcoming to Cole, is on its way from Snell. And it's in there for a strike. Blake Snell picks up his 10th strikeout of the game, double digits for him. And there's 2 gone in the 5th. Only 2 base runners allowed. 10 strikeouts for Snell. He's having himself quite a day. First pitch to the catcher, Trevino, swung on and missed, strike 1. Trevino grounded to Willie Adames in his last at-bat. Snell having his pitch count driven up by a couple lengthy at-bats. At this point, you would think if he gets through the 5th cleanly, he'll come out to at least to start a 6th. As that pitch is driven, chased by the left fielder, Renfroe. And he will get there to retire the side. Snell allows a leadoff walk, strikes out a pair. He's got the Rangers scoreless through 5. And the Rays hitless through 5 innings. Bring up the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier, to the plate now. Kevin Kiermaier 0 for 1 with a strikeout in his first at-bat against Minor. Takes that pitch in the zone for a strike. Mike Minor with 990 strikeouts in his career. 10 more strikeouts in this one would give him the milestone. That pitch bunted, but foul. 0-2 is the gap to Kiermaier now. The 0-2 swung on and missed. And then it'll be a 3-pitch strikeout for Kevin Kiermaier. Catcher throws to first to complete the strikeout, and there's 1 gone in the 6th. 6th strikeout of the day for Mike Minor, as he looks for 1,000 Ks. The catcher, Chris Herman, will bat now. Herman 0 for 1 against Minor, flew out to center in his last at-bat. Takes that first pitch down the middle for a strike. Rays now with no man on and 1 out. 0-2 swung on and missed. For strike number 2. Mike Minor has been extremely efficient, going above 10 pitches only a handful of times, as he's through 5 1/3, only 63 pitches for him. Looks like the Rangers bullpen won't be active for quite some time. That 0-2 fouled away by Herman. Not too much longer before we'll have to start talking about a potential no-hit bid for Minor. 65th pitch on the way. Fouled away for another foul ball. 4 pitches in this at-bat for Herman. He's 0-2 in the count. 0-2 pitch on its way. It is grounded right to the second baseman, Odor. Throws to first to complete the out, and there's 2 gone in the 6th. Back to the top of the lineup we go with 2 gone. Austin Meadows, who's 0 for 2 in this one, struck out in his last at-bat. We'll come to the plate now. Meadows off to a bit of a cold start in this season. He's 0 for 2 today. First pitch on its way to Meadows, swung on and missed. For strike 1, no balls and a strike is the count out to Meadows with 2 gone and the bases empty. That pitch fouled away for strike 2. Minor 1 strike away from getting out of this 6th inning clean. Only 1 base runner allowed by Minor, the 0-2 to Meadows, high. Takes that one for a ball, 2 strikes is the count to the right fielder, Meadows. 70th pitch upcoming for Minor. Only 1 walk allowed, 6 strikeouts, no hits. That pitch is outside and low. Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Meadows. The 2-2 on its way is low, ball 3, and the count goes full Minor trying to avoid allowing a second base runner. Game still tied at 0-0. Both pitchers on their game today. The payoff pitch to Meadows is in there. And the home plate umpire is going to call that one a ball. Certainly looked like it was in the strike zone. Can't complain as Meadows will take his base there. Rays get their second base runner of the day with 2 gone in the 6th. And now the second baseman, Brandon Lau, will come to the plate now. Lau is 0 for 2 in this one with a couple of ground outs. Grounded out to shortstop in his last at bat. First pitch to him. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. No hits allowed to this point by Minor. Issued his second walk with 2 outs to Austin Meadows. Count is no balls and a strike to Brandon Lau. Lau takes that pitch. Count even now at a ball and a strike. If anything, that walk will allow Mike Minor's pitch count to inflate just a little bit. 75th pitch upcoming for him. No hits allowed, though. The 1-1 to Lau. Low. 2 balls and a strike. The count to the second baseman, Lau. 2 gone and 1 on for the Rays, looking for their first run of the day. The 2-1. Outside, ball number 3. And Mike Minor is now in jeopardy of allowing a second straight walk. He's got a 3-1 count to the second baseman, Lau, here. The 3-1 on its way is taken for a strike. Another full count allowed by Minor. The pitch count continues to go up for him. You wonder how much longer the Rangers are going to allow him to stay out there with no hits allowed. Early on in the season, you don't want to see that pitch count go too high, though. The payoff to Lau. Swung on and missed. It's Minor's 7th strikeout of the day. Allows a 2-out walk, but he has a no-hit bid through 6. And the shortstop, Elvis Andrus, will come up to the plate. The Rangers at the top of their lineup for the 3rd time. Andrus over 1 for 2 with a strikeout in his last at-bat. Led the game off with a double. Rays have their bullpen moving with the righty Castillo, the lefty Poche warming. Rays may be looking to play matchups here as we are only through 5. The 1-0 pitch to Andrus is outside, ball 2. 79 pitches to this point for Snell. Only 1 hit allowed, 10 struck out, and a walk. Both pitchers have a high pitch count as Andrus fouls that one away. 2 balls and a strike. They count to the leadoff man, Andrus. Cash probably liking to get Snell through this inning clean if at all possible, as that pitch is popped up by Andrus, chased by the second baseman, Lau, and he will get there to retire him. So 1 gone in the 6th. As Andrus is retired on the flyout. First baseman Matt Duffy will bat now. Duffy is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Grounded to Choi in his first at-bat. With 1 gone, no man on in the 6th. A lefty on righty advantage goes to the batter Duffy. The first pitch on its way from Snell is popped up. Chased by the catcher Herman. And he will get there to retire him. So now on the first pitch he sees, Duffy pops it up, and there's 2 gone in the 6th. Both batters so far that have come to the play have been retired quickly. The designated hitter, Willie Calhoun, will bat now with 2 gone, no man on. First pitch to him, swung on and fouled. Calhoun 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Double-digit Ks for Snell. He's got 10 here. Only 1 hit allowed. 1 walk. The 0-1 to Calhoun is fouled away down the left field line. Only 7 pitches in this inning for Snell. The 0-2 on its way to Calhoun. Low, blocked by Herman. You would like to think if he can get out Calhoun with not too many issues within the next couple of pitches, he would be allowed to potentially finish another inning to get him through 7. Of course, only 2 base runners allowed. A couple of long at-bats has driven up his pitch count. 86 pitch upcoming, the 1-2. In there for a strike. Blake Snell picks up his 11th strikeout of the day. Got Calhoun to look there. He's got the Rangers scoreless through 6. And Mike Minor comes out to start the 7th inning. No runs for either side yet. The designated hitter for the Rays, Jose Martinez, will bat now. Martinez 0 for 2 with a couple of groundouts. Grounded out to the third baseman, Frazier, in his last at-bat. Mike Minor has held the Rays hitless through 6 innings, has allowed a couple of walks. So the perfect game is out of the question for Minor. That first pitch fouled away down the first base line. Mike Minor nearing that 1,000 strikeout career mark. The 0-1 to Martinez now is fouled away down the right field line once again. Only 80 pitches for Minor. He's got Martinez in an 0-2 count. Pitch on its way in. It's low. Ball number 1. Martinez not offering at that pitch low in the zone. The Rangers have a lefty and a righty, Martin and Allen, warming up in their bullpen. If the Rays can get a hit, you would think the Rangers would be more likely to pull Minor, as that one is popped up, chased by the second baseman Odor, and he is there to retire Martinez. There's one gone in the 7th inning. The left fielder, Hunter Renfroe, will come to the plate now. Renfroe is 0 for 1. He walked against Minor in his last at-bat. He's now batting with one gone. Bases empty in the 7th. Rays looking for their first base runner. Not their first base runner, their first run of the day. Looking for their first runner in scoring position, in fact. As that pitch is driven just foul. Todd Frazier trying to get the glove over there, but could not reach it. No balls and 2 strikes is the count to Renfroe now. The pitch on its way. Inside, ball number 1. 1 balls, 2 strikes is the count to Renfroe now. 86 pitch upcoming for Minor. That pitch low. Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Crowd on their feet now. Quite excited about this performance for Mike Minor. The 2-2 on its way, and it's high. Count will go full now to Renfroe. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count now. The payoff pitch upcoming, and it's on its way from Minor. Popped up and chased by the catcher, Trevino. He will be there easily to retire Renfroe on that full count. And there's 2 gone in the 7th inning. G-Man Choi will bat now. He's 0 for 2 in this one. Flew out to left field in his first at-bat. He's now batting with the bases empty and 2 gone. First pitch to Choi, taken outside. Ball 1. And now it's at this point things get interesting with Minor. No hits allowed through 6 2/3. That first pitch driven to the third baseman. Frazier throws over to first to retire Choi. A 1-2-3 inning. And Mike Minor carries his no-hit bid through 7. We go to the bottom of the 7th next. And Joey Gallo to get things started for the Texas Rangers here. The cleanup man will bat first. He is 0 for 1, walked in his last at-bat against Snell. That pitch taken high for a ball. Gallo 3 for 6 with a couple of homers against Snell in his career. As we said, 0 for 1 against him today. The 1-0 upcoming. In there for a strike. Count even at a ball and a strike. Quite an interesting game so far. A pitcher's duel, no doubt. Things got very interesting as the lefty for the Rangers, Mike Minor, has 7 innings of no-hit ball against the Rays. That pitch is outside for a ball. With his pitch count at around 90, interesting to see how the Rangers skipper handles this one. As that pitch is fouled away, 2 balls, 2 strikes is the count now to Gallo. The 2-2 on its way. is low. The count will go full now. As Blake Snell's pitch count continues to go up. The payoff pitch to Gallo now. And he's going to walk Gallo. A leadoff walk. The second of those issued by Snell. And the Rangers now have a base runner with no outs in the bottom of the 7th inning. Gallo working his second walk against Snell. And now Snell is going to be pulled. Kevin Cash comes out to the mound to get the ball from him. And with only one hit allowed, Blake Snell is going to head to the dugout. Only around 90 pitches for him. Rays make a move to the bullpen here. Diego Castillo is the first man out of the pen 3 games this season with an 0-1 record, a 5.40 ERA. So Blake Snell will finish with only one hit allowed, 11 struck out, and 2 walks. As Diego Castillo comes out to keep the Rangers scoreless. The first man he will face is Danny Santana. He's 0 for 2 in this one with a pair of strikeouts. Snell probably could have easily handled him, but Cash making a move to the bullpen as he so often does. First pitch to Santana is low and inside for a ball. The 1-0 to Santana, just low, ball 2. This Texas Rangers crowd has been quite raucous all day. They come to their feet now. The 2-0 to Santana. Checks his swing there. That pitch taken low. 3 balls, no strikes is the count to Santana now. The 3-0 on its way. That pitch taken for a strike. 98 miles an hour was the fastball from Castillo there. First strike of the count. 3 balls, 1 strike. Is the count to Santana. Castillo looking to keep the Rangers scoreless. It's a 0-0 game, bottom of the 7th. Rangers Mike Minor with a no-hit bid. As that pitch is fouled away, count will go full to Santana now. And the payoff pitch upcoming. 1 on, no outs. Bottom of the 7th, the pitch from Castillo is on its way. And it's inside for a ball. 2 straight walks issued by Rays pitchers. And the Rangers now get the first runner in scoring position of the day. As the leading runner stands at second base. A couple of men warming in the Rays pen. The third baseman Frazier will bat next. Frazier's 0 for 1 with a strikeout walked in his last at bat. First pitch to him is just in there for a strike. High leverage situation now for the Rays. 2 men on with no outs, a man in scoring position. And with no hits on offense. This series is incredibly crucial for the Rays looking to break their 5-game losing streak. Gallo stands at second base. That 0-1 pitch gets past Herman. Runners will stay where they are, though. Lucky that backstop is not much behind the home plate. If it was, the runners would be able to move over without a doubt. 1-1 upcoming to Frazier. Swings and misses at that one. Strike 2. Swings at a fastball at 98 miles an hour high in the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count now to Frazier. Castillo looking to lock things down. The 1-2 to Frazier. Swung on and missed. Frazier offers at that slider outside of the zone. And there's 1 gone in the 7th. Second strikeout of the day for Todd Frazier. First strikeout for Diego Castillo. As he has a strikeout and a walk now. 2 on, 1 out for the Rangers in the bottom of the 7th inning. The second baseman, Rogned Odor, will bat now. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Takes that pitch low and inside. Ball 1. Crowd for the Rangers still on their feet. They've been that way all inning. Cheering the Rangers to get their first run of the day. The 1-0. Checks his swing there. That pitch just low and outside. Ball 2. Rogned Odor batting 1,000 with runners in scoring position. He's got 1 here. 2 on, 1 out. 13th pitch upcoming for Castillo. He's got a 2-0 count to the second baseman Odor. The 2-0 pitch on its way. And it's in there for a strike. Takes that fastball Just in there. 98 miles an hour on the fastball for Castillo. Tasked with keeping the Rangers scoreless. The Rays are hitless on the offensive side of the ball, looking desperately needing to keep them scoreless. That 2-1 pitch is taken low, and it is a 3-1 count to Odor here. A walk here would load the bases. 3-1 pitch upcoming to Odor. It's on its way from Castillo. And fouls that one away. The count will go full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The count 2 on, 1 out. High leverage situation for Diego Castillo. Looking to put out the flames here. The payoff pitch to Odor. Fouled away. Count will remain full. A second payoff pitch is on its way from Castillo. Swung on and missed. Odor strikes out there, his 3rd of the day. And the Rays are now 1 out away from getting out of this inning. And with 2 on and 2 out, the right fielder Hunter Cole will bat now. Cole is 0 for 2 with a strikeout in his last at-bat. That pitch taken just low, ball 1. Rangers with a runner in scoring position, the leading runner in fact, represented by Joey Gallo at second base. Castillo came on with 1 on, no outs, walked another man. He's got a couple of strikeouts here, the 1-0 to Cole. Inside, 2-0 now the count to Hunter Cole. Cole is batting .500 with runners in scoring position. Rays hitless through 7. They're trying to keep things scoreless here. That 2-1 is put into play. It's a base hit. And Joey Gallo will come around to score. That's going to be it, though. As the Rangers keep runners at first and second, they pick up their first run of the day on a base hit by Hunter Cole. And now they take the lead in the bottom of the 7th, the first run of the day. A run allowed for Diego Castillo. It will be charged to Blake Snell as Joey Gallo got on base by a walk issued by Snell. As that pitch at 98 miles an hour inside for a ball. So Rangers pick up a run here. They still have runners at first and second. 2 gone. Diego Castillo with 21 pitches in this inning. Now what you want, Santana stands at second base. Show a base hit. We'll score another runner, the 1-0. Just in there for a strike. Count even at a ball and a strike here. The 1-1 pitch. High, ball 2. And what's interesting now, the Rangers have a lead. Does the Rangers skipper, Jeff Bannister, try and bring on Mike Minor to complete a no-hitter? He's 2 innings away from doing so. That pitch in there for a strike. Diego Castillo now has the Rays 1 strike away from getting out of this one. He gives up the lead, trying to keep it to 1. As that pitch is outside, reaching 99 miles an hour on that fastball. The 9-hitter, Jose Trevino, is at bat now, the catcher. 0 for 2 with a line out to left field in his first at bat. Payoff pitch on its way to Trevino on its way. Swung on and missed. Rays allow a run to come around to score. They're now down 1-0. And they will most likely face Mike Minor, who has a no-hit bid through 7. Coming up next. And the Rangers surprisingly make a move. Nick Goody will come in now. He's 1-0 so far in this game. Mike Minor with no hits allowed. They pull him. And that will end the no-hit bid for him. Yandy Diaz will come to the plate first. Mike Minor will finish with no hits allowed, 7 strikeouts and a walk. First pitch from Goody is high for a ball. The lefty Martin, the righty Leclerc warming up in the pen for the Rangers. I guess the Rangers at this point early in the season, they'd rather have the win than a potential no-hitter for Mike Minor. They only hold a 1-0 lead. The 1-0-2 Diaz. Outside, ball 2. Minor's pitch count was around 90. So I understand I guess. I mean, 120 pitches isn't the worst thing for a guy at this point in the season. A questionable move for sure. The manager, Jeff Bannister, is certainly being aggressive moving to the bullpen as that pitch is in there for a strike. Yandy Diaz is 0 for 2 with a struck out in his last at-bat. Is now 0 for 14 on the season, looking for his first hit. Against the reliever Goody, the 2-1. Fouled. Right down near the catcher's mitt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count now. Rays down to their final 6 outs, looking for a run that they surrendered. They allowed a leadoff walk to come around to score. As that pitch is popped up. And the center fielder will stay right there to retire Diaz. 1 gone now in the 8th. I see Mike Minor there, only 90 pitches. Looks on from the dugout, no hits allowed through 7. A combined no-hitter still in play for the Rangers to this point. The shortstop Willie Adames will bat now. First pitch to him is low, ball 1. Willie Adames is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Rays with only 2 base runners in this one. The 2 walks allowed by Mike Minor. Two balls, no strikes. The count to Adames now. The throw on its way in there for strike 1. Nick Goody, the first man out of the pen for the Rangers, looking to lock down a 1-0 lead. As that pitch just reaches that part of the inside part of the plate for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes is the count to Willie Adames here. The 2-2. And that one is jacked by Willie Adames. And that ball will be just foul. Looked like it would be a no-goner. It would have been gone if it stayed fair. It was foul. The 2-2 to Adames. As that pitch is driven, chased by the left fielder Gallo, he'll make a running catch to retire Adames. There's 2 gone in the 8th. The center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier, will bat now. Kiermaier's 0 for 2 as well with 2 strikeouts. First pitch to him taken high. 2 gone with the bases empty. Kiermaier to the plate. The catcher on deck. The 1-0 to Kiermaier is low, ball 2. 13 pitches for Goody in this inning came in to replace Mike Minor, who had the Rays no hit through 7. Rangers got aggressive move into the bullpen. Nick Goody looking to get out of this inning clean. 2 up, 2 down for the Rays here. Goody looking to put away the lefty Kiermaier. The 2-1. And that one is swung on, caught by Frazier. That will retire the side. 1-2-3 goes the Rays. And no hits for them through 8. Oliver Drake comes out for the Rays now. 4 games appeared for him. 2.1 innings pitched and 11.57 ERA for him. 4 strikeouts and a walk this season. Got blown up by the Yankees in the last series. Diego Castillo finishes with a hit, 3 strikeouts, and a walk allowed. An unearned run for him as the walk issued by Snell comes around to score, giving the Rangers their first lead of the day. First pitch from Drake in there for strike 1. Against the leadoff man, Andrus. The 8-9-1 hitters scheduled to come up for the Rays in the top of the 9th, as they will be down to their final 3 outs. Rangers hold a 1-0 lead here. The closer upcoming for the Rangers, you would think, as that pitch fouled away for strike 2. A win here would bring the Rangers back to 500, as they're in second place in the American League West. The 1-2 to Andrus. Fouled away. Count will remain a ball and 2 strikes. Third pitcher on the mound for the Rays. Second out of the pen. An earned run will be charged to Snell. He will be the losing pitcher if the Rays cannot get a run in the 9th inning. 2-2 is the count now to the leadoff man, Andrus. Andrus is 1 for 3 with a fly out to Brandon Lau in his last at bat, the 2-2. And they're going to ring him up there on the strikeout, looking the first of the day for Drake. And there's 1 gone in the 8th. The first baseman, Matt Duffy, will come to the plate now with 1 out, no man on. The Rangers do hold a 1-0 lead, though. That first pitch, low. The righty Fairbanks, the lefty Poche warming up. I'm not sure if they're trying to keep themselves protected by a potential jam Oliver Drake could get into with 1 gone. Or if they're having a guy ready for the bottom of the 9th, you would think if the Rays only get a run, they would have one of those 2 guys. As that pitch swung on, missed, strike 1. But if the Rays can get 2 runs at least, you would think it would be Nick Anderson and potentially Jose Alvarado warming up to come out for the 9th. That pitch in there for a strike. Duffy is 0 for 3 in this one with a strikeout. Flew out to the catcher in his last at bat. A potential revenge game is off the table here, as Duffy is 0 for 3. The 1-2 on its way to Duffy, as that pitch is driven. Diving play by the third baseman. Diaz throws from his knees, and that throw is in time to Choi to retire Duffy. 2 gone in the 8th, as the Rays look to hold the Rangers to just a run. Nice diving play defensively for the third baseman Diaz, who is now 0 for 15 at the plate this season, but a nice play there defensively. Willie Calhoun will bat now. The designated hitter is 0 for 3. 3 strikeouts for him, looking to avoid the golden sombrero. A feat accomplished by the Rays a couple times this season. That pitch fouled away, strike 1. 2 gone, no man on. For the Rangers, Blake Snell allowed a leadoff walk in the last inning in Joey Gallo. He would end up coming around to score to give the Rangers their first lead of the day. They have the Rays no hit through 8. Good enough job by Rays pitching to only keep the Rangers to 1. The 9, 1, and 2 hitters scheduled to come out for the Rays in the 9th. I would certainly expect the Rays to pinch hit for Herman, who is 0 for 2. You have a few guys on the bench that could come on. Guys like Joey Wendell, potentially Manny Margot. And you have Michael Perez who on the bench who can come in to catch if you needed to in the bottom of the 9th. 2-2 now the count to Andrus. 1 strike away is Drake from getting out of the inning, giving the Rays a final chance. The 2-2. Swung on, fouled away. It will be Herman, Austin Meadows, Brandon Lau scheduled to come on. Rays hitless through 8. The 2-2 on its way to Calhoun. Fouled away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Will remain the count. 16 pitches for Drake in this inning. He's 1 strike away still from getting out of it. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. Second strikeout for Drake. And the final chance for the Rays coming up next. And coming on to pitch for the Rangers, the closer, Jose Leclerc. He's 2 for 2 in saves this year. 2 innings pitched, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk. He is the second pitcher out of the pen, the 3rd overall for the Rangers. They're going to let Chris Herman hit there in this spot. I don't necessarily agree with that. Herman is 0 for 2 with a ground out to the second baseman in his first at bat. Swings and misses on a bad pitch inside. 0-1 now, the count to Herman. Leclerc, the closer, working quickly. 97 miles an hour on that fastball. Taken low for a ball. Count even at a ball and a strike. Final 3 outs for the Rays here. as Herman swings and misses at that one. Chased by the center fielder. Danny Santana will make the catch there. There's one gone for the Rays. I hate to mention it in this spot. Rays down to their final 2 outs. They are hitless. A combined no-hitter is in play for the Texas Rangers. Mike Minor with 7 innings of no-hit ball. He gave way to the reliever Nick Goody. I believe no combined no-hitters have been allowed to the Rays. I know for certain a couple complete no-hitters, as that first pitch fouled away. But I believe the Rays have not fell victim to a combined no-hitter yet. This would be the first. Rays in the midst of a 5-game losing streak. This is not what you want. If you're Kevin Cash and the Rays, the 0-1 to Meadows. Swung on and missed, strike 2 on a pitch well inside. Brandon Lau is on deck with 1 gone. 0-2 is the count to Meadows here. The 0-2. That one taken for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count to Meadows here. Rays down to their final 2 outs. The 1-2 to Meadows, taken for a strike. Leclerc picks up his first strikeout, has the Rays down to their final out. A combined no-hitter just 1 out away for the Rangers. As the Rays are down just 1 run, good pitching for both sides, better for the Rangers. Rangers pick up the leading run in the 7th. That pitch taken just inside. Brandon Lau, the final hope for the Rays. He's 0 for 3, struck out in his last at-bat, with a couple of ground outs before that. Rays hitless through 8 2/3. The closer Leclerc on. That first pitch fouled away. 1-1 the count to Lau. Rays down to their final out. Count even at a ball and a strike to Brandon Lau. The 1-1 on its way. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. And the Rays are down to their final strike. The closer Leclerc in here for the Rangers now. Rays hitless. Looking to avoid a combined no-hitter, the 1-2. And that one is well inside. Blocked by the catcher, Trevino. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count to Lau. The throw. And that one is going to be popped up. Chased by the catcher, Trevino. And he will get there to retire the side for the Rays. It will be a combined no-hitter by the Rangers. No hits by the Rays in this one. Only 2 base runners on 2 walks. The dugout coming on to celebrate. Leclerc finishes off a no-hitter. 7 innings of no-hit ball by Mike Minor. A no-hit inning by the reliever Nick Goody. And Jose Leclerc comes on to complete the combined no-hitter. Rays fall to 1-6. The skid does fall to 6 games straight lost by the Rays. Things cannot get much worse for them at this point, as they are no hit. A combined no-hitter by the Texas Rangers. And that'll do it in this one. We'll see you tomorrow.